Namaste students, I am JVS Dr. Neeraj Dholia, and today we will study about the biomedical engineering. Okay, under the subject of medical engineering. Sorry, medical biotechnology. Okay, so first of all, we have to understand that is what is the medical biotechnology. So medical biotechnology have three different components. First is medical plus biology plus technology. So you know about the biotechnology. The technology used in the biology is known as the biotechnology. Further, if it is used typically or specifically in the medical field, it is known as the medical biotechnology. So it is challenged to improve the accuracy of diagnosis and treatment. In the medical field, there are two things. One is the diagnosis and second is the treatment. So diagnosis and treatment is not new. Okay, it is very old, but when we use the new technology in these old areas, we term it as the medical biotechnology. So new technology improves the uh, diagnosis, improves the treatment also. So medical biotechnology is very important in the biomedical sciences. So to provide an opportunity for researchers and practitioners to exchange the most recent advances and future challenges in the field. So by using the medical biotechnology, the researchers or the medical practitioners have the opportunity to get the most beneficial results, more accurate results. Okay, so it is also used to answer the recent challenges in the biological field. So for example, the medical biotechnology or the biomedical engineering have the various examples like the artificial limbs, okay, which can sense your signals comes through the neurons. Again, then the pacemaker, you are very much aware about the pacemaker. Okay, the implants. Okay, then the robotics, then the biomedical signal processing like ECG. Okay, then MR imaging, then angioplasty means you have put a stent in the blocked blood vessels. Okay, then tissue engineering, then hip implants. So there are the most popular examples of the medical biotechnology or biomedical engineering. So the now biomedical imaging. So this is your the first session. That is biomedical imaging. What is the biomedical imaging? Biomedical imaging have so various examples of biomedical medical biotechnology are there. One is the biomedical imaging, like you know about the X-ray. X-ray, what is the X-ray? It is a radiography. Likewise, the MRI, the nuclear medicines. What is the nuclear medicines? You take few medicines which dissolves in your body fluids and attach to a specific markers and give the imaging that where is uh, the interested thing is there in the body. So for the better imaging in the tumors in the body, we use the nuclear imaging medicine like things. Okay, then ultrasound, sonography. Okay, ECG, matlab, echocardiography. So these are the examples of the biomedical imaging, which comes under the biomedical medical biotechnology. So the next example is biomechanical engineering. Okay, so what is biomechanical engineering? A bioengineering subdiscipline. It is a subdivision of the bioengineering which applies principles of the mechanical engineering to biological systems. So what is biomechanical engineering? The when we use the principles of the mechanical engineering in the biological systems. Okay, so it is known as the biomechanical engineering, and it is also known as the biomechanics. For example, the prosthetics such as denature and artificial limb replacement are the example of the biomechanical engineering. Likewise, the surgical devices, okay, such as the robotics, laser surgery are the examples of the biomechanical engineering. Systems to monitor the vital signs and blood chemistry. Okay, then implanted devices such as the insulin pumps, pacemakers, artificial organs are the examples of the biomechanical engineering, because in these examples we have used the principles of the mechanical engineering. Okay, so next is biosensors and biosignal processing. What is a biosensor? Mean which can sense the biological things. It is a biosensor. The most widely used example is the blood glucose biosensor. Okay, to use the glucose level in the blood. It is used in the diabetic patients. So a biosensor is an analytical device used for the detection of a chemical substance that combines a biological components with a physiochemical detector. Okay, then next is the biomaterials. What is a biomaterial? No, it is not a biological material. It is a material which can be used in the biological systems. Okay, so definition wise, it is a substance that has been engineered, means it is manipulated to interact with the biological system for a medicinal purpose, either a therapeutic and a diagnostic. So what are the medicinal purpose? Either you use the medicinal medications for therapy or for the diagnosis. Okay, either for therapy or for diagnosis. So the material which have been engineered to use as the therapy, to use as the diagnostic approach is known as the biomaterials. So what are the examples of the biomaterials? Like the contact lens. Okay, because you can use the contact lens in the biological systems. The pacemakers, you can use the pacemaker in the biological system. The heart valves, okay, orthopedic devices, these all are the biomaterials. So biomaterials is a very interesting thing, because the biomaterial, any material do not have the capacity to use as a biomaterial. So it should have some specific um, characteristics, okay, that can qualify it to convert in the as a biomaterial. Okay, so we can use, we are using various types of biomaterials in the labs also. uh, for example, a 3D culture, cell 3D culture. Okay, like you grow these cells or bacterial cells or the human cells on the petri plates, okay, or flasks. But nowadays we can use a 3D model, a 3D substance which is used to grow the cells as a 3D structure. Okay, then next is the antioxidant therapy and natural bioactives. So the natural antioxidants are widely distributed. Okay, it can be found in food, in medicinal plants. Okay, so the natural antioxidants, especially the polyphenols and the carotenoids, which are the important antioxidants, the polyphenols and the carotenoids. So it have a very good biological effects, including anti-inflammatory, anti-aging, anti-atherosclerosis, anti-cancer. So you can use these compounds for the therapeutic purpose or preventive purpose. Okay. So the promote and the antioxidants promote the found in the functional foods. Okay, and it can be used as the pharmaceutical purpose, or as a food additive. Okay, so like the green tea, black tea, so they have some amount of antioxidants. Okay, the natural foods, natural fruits, vegetables all have the antioxidants. So that's why the material which is biomaterial, sorry, food material, food additive should be used as possible as the natural form, in the natural form. Okay, so it maintains its antioxidant property, and which is gives you immunity against the inflammatory disease. They have the capacity of anti-aging. Okay, and then anti-cancer. So these all are the examples of the biomedical engineering. So again, I have shown here the previous slide because the examples are the applications here. What is the applications of biomedical engineering? So in the medicinal field, you can use is as the artificial limbs, okay, hip replacement, angioplasty. So for these purpose, you have to use various principles of the biomechanics, okay, material science. So all the principles which are used for the medicinal purpose are collectively comprises in the biomedical engineering. So this is your first lecture, and thank you.